Back to the daily grind. Thanks for checking out the channel. Make sure to hit subscribe if you're new and hit thumbs up if you're not a baby back pickle biting bitch boy, cause you know what time it is. It's full time.
MMA.
The state of Florida is moving forward on the felony case against Volkan Oezdemir. His arraignment has been set. And I've got to admit, this is pretty fucking interesting. I mean, Volkan Oezdemir and the UFC must be pretty confident in Volkan Oezdemir going to be getting cleared up, because if not, I think the UFC wouldn't be allowing this guy, Volkan Oezdemir, to compete versus Daniel Cormier at UFC 220 this January. It's coming up soon, and for those of you who don't know the backstory of this Volkan Oezdemir case, Volkan Oezdemir, 28 years old, the next contender for the light heavyweight title, was originally charged in November with aggravated battery causing bodily harm or disability, which is a second-degree felony. That has since been bumped down to felony battery causing great bodily harm, which is just a third-degree felony. But Volkan Oezdemir has been accused of striking and knocking down a man outside of Fort Lauderdale in August, and I believe the details, the guy was like, for him to the original charge, they said either he had to have dealt great bodily harm or the man had to have been like unconscious for 5 to 10 minutes, something crazy like that. And also there was another person involved in this case, but they didn't show up. So what Volkan Oezdemir has been charged with essentially is what I just read on one person. But why is this fucking interesting and kind of crazy? Because think about this. This guy's about to be fighting for Daniel Cormier's title. If he wins and then gets arrested, does he get stripped of the title? You know, if he's in camp or leading up to the fight and he were to get arrested, the fight would be canceled. So that's why I say the UFC has to be pretty confident in his innocence, or else I don't think he would still be scheduled to fight, because the UFC, of course, knows about this. This happened, I believe, early November, if I'm not mistaken. It's just now coming back up because the state has moved forward on it, and all that means, I've got what that means here because I didn't know exactly what the fuck that means. Like, okay, so does that mean the fight's off? No, the fight's still on, but this essentially just means that his warrant has been reinstated. Like, if Volkan Oezdemir doesn't show up to court, he will have a warrant for his arrest on, but the court date's not till like, what, January 9th. One second, I got it for you right here. It says, Michael J. Satz, the Florida State Attorney, filed a new charge December 15th. On the same day, a no-bond arrest warrant for Oezdemir was issued by Duffy. That arrest warrant will only come into effect if Oezdemir does not show up in court January 9th. Now, his fight is January 20th, so he's got to show up to court January 9th, which I'm sure he will, and if he doesn't, he's going to fucking have a warrant out for his arrest right before his fight, which could cancel the whole fucking fight. But who knows what's going to happen in that case? You know what I'm saying? What happens if the case doesn't go his way on January 9th? Fight canceled? That's what I'm saying. So the UFC's got to be pretty fucking confident in his innocence, as well as him and his attorneys, or I don't think this fight would be canceled. That's why I hope we don't have anything to worry about here with Volkan No Time Oezdemir, a very bright, surging, light heavyweight fucking contender, came out of nowhere, 3-fight winning streak, undefeated in the UFC, fucking 2 knockouts in his last 2 fights in the first round over 2 top 5 contenders, Jimmy Manuwa, Misha Serkinov at the time. Yo, Volkan Oezdemir is about to fight Daniel Cormier. He's looking like a fucking knockout artist, and we've seen what happened in Daniel Cormier's last fight. He got knocked out, got his fucking egg scrambled by John Jones, who popped dirty, so Daniel Cormier got his title back. Now, Daniel Cormier's got his title back after the loss, and he's coming to defend that title, but you know what I'm saying? He's going against a fucking dude that's knocking out light heavyweight contenders like it's nobody's business. And he's also knocking out niggas at the bar. No, I'm just fucking around. I don't know what happened at the bar. But I'm just saying, he's a knockout artist. Don't fuck with Volkan. I don't care if you're at a bar. I don't care if you're at Christmas dinner. I don't care if you're at the New Year's party. And I don't care if you're Daniel Cormier. You fuck with Volkan, you better duck your motherfucking taco, because he will sleep your shit so quick. Now, Daniel Cormier, I'm pretty sure he's going to be trying to wrestle Volkan Oezdemir. He's not going to be going in there and trying to fucking strike with him and get his fucking taco bust. You know what I'm saying? He's going to try and wrestle this dude. He's going to be one of the most experienced wrestlers Volkan Oezdemir has ever faced. So that's what I'm assuming Daniel Cormier's game plan is going to be. hopefully, if he wants to keep his title and for longer than one more fight. Because Volkan Oezdemir's the guy that could definitely come in there and get the job done. We know there's Alexander Gustafsson, Ovince St. Preux. We got some light heavyweights coming up, man. But it is what it is. With that being said, the state has moved forward on the felony case versus Volkan Oezdemir. The arraignment is set. Let the full-time family know what you time at in the comments. I was about to cuss. I'm out.
Da 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 da. It's the motherfucking D-O-double-G.